Kicking off week 6 NFC Showdown Thursday Night Football. This is a good one. A lot of intrigue, a lot of questions. Not really on the Tom Brady side. No, he is crushing it, setting records at the age of 44. No Levante David, though, in this one, so we'll be breaking that down all week. The Buccaneers looking to keep it rolling. Jalen Hurts, that's the question mark I'm talking about. He's doing his thing. Can he and the Eagles stay hungry and make a statement on their home turf? Primetime battle, City of Brotherly Love. Thursday Night Football tomorrow, 8 Eastern. NFL Network, Fox, and streaming on Prime Video. As we say, good morning.
Hey.
Welcome to GMFB. We're presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Yes, we are. And we are in New York City, the lovely D'Angelo Hall, eating at every bodega in Lower Manhattan.
Yes, I am. Y'all talking about what restaurants? I'm like, man, I just walk around and find something, walk in there. Some of the best food I've ever had.
Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt, my name's Kay Adams, and it's time for the lead block.
Lead block. Lead block.
Let's do it. We've got your fast food football here on a Wednesday. The Cowboys, we're going to talk about them. They've won 4 straight games. They are on fire. Are they the real deal? And after losing week 1 to the defending champs that play tomorrow night in Philly. Now the Cowboys, have the second best offense in the league. Amari Cooper said this week they've set their sights on something big this season.
Our mindset is on a championship. To be a championship, you want to be clean. Like, as an offense, our goal should be to score every drive. When you score every drive, how can you lose? You know, when you're on a roll like this, it's just, you start thinking about a Super Bowl. You know, I mean, that's just the reality of it. And you start to want it more and more and more and more the closer you get.
I'm still blinded from that chain, Amari. Yeah, woo! Yowza. I don't hear from him much. I like that we have a little soundbite from Amari Cooper. He's thinking Lombardi, but they better not look past Sunday. They head to Foxborough to take on Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. Never easy, especially there. How can the Patriots upset the Dallas Cowboys in Week 6? Would it be an upset? I don't even know.
Yeah, if you ask Amari, they're going to win the rest of their games. And win all. I can't believe Amari Cooper said that.
Super Bowl talk.
Yeah, he doesn't talk much. I like it. They deserved it, but if you're on the Patriots, they're coming into Foxborough where you have 6 banners hanging, and we need a star. We need a star for the Patriots. Just get him in here. This is the guy I want to have a star day. This is the time. The Cowboys, here he comes.
Yeah.
Come on, Mac. Walk that walk, Sheriff. That's the Patriots just drafted him seconds earlier, and they drafted him for evenings and afternoons like this. Star games for the Patriots. Now, Mac Jones is taking some fire. He's been taking some fire this week. A notable ex-AFC coach said that he's got a pea-shooter arm. He compared him to Danny Werfel. You follow football, it's a very loaded comment. There's a club of guys, Danny Werfel, Ken Dorsey, our Fred Chad Pennington, who are great football men who got accused of not having the arm strength. You got to chuck it this week, my man. Mac Jones, you did it plenty at Alabama. I can pull up 50 different highlights of you going downfield to Devontae Smith. The 6-yard pass on 3rd and 11 against the Cowboys offense is not going to work this week. The Patriots are 26th in scoring points. I know they're not exactly the greatest show on turf when it comes to perimeter weapons. Jonnu Smith can get downfield. Nelson Aguilar can get downfield. If you're doing the pea shooter thing like they say you are, you're going to lose this game by 20 points. The Cowboys offense is too good. Their defense is too fast. Mac Jones, I need a little bit of a star turn from you tonight, my man.
I love it because this is the beauty of our show. You come out there,
yes.
I need you to throw...
And you agree.
I disagree.
Peter!
They're doing this thing on offense, and maybe it is just pea shooting or game managing, but they are in these games, and they are keeping these offenses off the field. What he did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was one thing. I thought the Houston comeback, instead of all of a sudden getting nervous and just throwing these long bombs, it was like 5 yards here, 6 yards here, soak up the clock, 7-yard field goal, touchdown, field goal.
Sounds Brady-ish.
It sounds very Brady-ish. And in fact,
against Dallas,
Josh McDaniels had this quote yesterday. I thought this was really interesting. I saw this. Take a look at this quote here. He's talking about it. He says, I feel better about where we're at. I think by 6 to 8 weeks, you kind of know what you're at, and more than anything else, what do you want to stop trying to get good at? That's really where you can waste your time as a coach. So they don't try the flea flicker reverse jet sweep. It's like, this is working. We're in these games. We're getting by. They're maybe not built for that deep pass. And it would really help if these running backs would stop fumbling the darn ball. If you've been watching these Patriots games, it's one week after another. This was, we got our rookie, Ramondre Stevenson, his first career game. Fumbles. Okay, well then we got Damian Harris. What's he going to do? Running backs. This is not Patriots football. All Belichick says is, pass protect, move the chains, do not fumble. Here was the big pass play to Taylor. It's like, all right, we got all these great fumble. And then last week was just the wildest one. At the end of the half, Damian Harris put this one away. Let's go into halftime with a lead. Go. Fumble at the goal line, and that's what, like, 4 fumbles from their running backs group through 5 games. That's not Patriots football, so it sounds very boring, Kyle.
It does.
Take what they're giving you, move the chains, keep that Dallas offense off the field. They can win this game.
Yeah, take what they give you. Don't give them the football, right? I mean, you showed it, all of those fumbles. Dallas defense will give up yards, and I think the Patriots will have a chance to run the football and throw it around. But they can't turn the football over, right? Dallas is giving up yards. They've given up explosive plays in the pass game. It's just about those turnovers. That defense thrives off of getting turnovers. I mean, we talk about Trayvon Diggs and how he's able to just go get the football at times, and it's because this defense, they're opportunistic. If they get the chance and that ball's in the air, they have some guys on the back end that can make plays. So, you know, to me, the recipe is obviously the Patriots can't turn the football over, and then the Patriots defensively, they can't let Dallas control the line of scrimmage. And whether that's running the football with the two-headed monsters of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, I never thought we'd be saying that, right?
Yeah.
With Zeke in the backfield, I never thought I'd be talking about two-headed monsters with another guy. But it definitely works. And then we know about this passing game that Dallas has. They cannot let those guys get going. I tell you what, I know everybody in that secondary is wishing they never got rid of Stephon Gilmore when a team like this comes to town, because they have so many explosive weapons on the outside.
Shriggs, I like the quote from Mr. McDaniels, and I like the, it's going well, but it's at some point they have to turn it on, and I'm a little worried that this is a must-win game. I have high expectations for the Patriots. The organization does. Bill Belichick does, and this is the expectation is that they make the playoffs. They can't not make the playoffs 2 years in a row. And I'll tell you this, their 2 wins, one against the Jets, one a really close one against the Texans last week. They have 7 games remaining against teams that are currently in position to make the playoffs, including the Bills twice, the Chargers, and the Browns. So this game, Shriggs, I think is a must-win because I have high expectations. I don't care how they do it. Pea shooting, what are we talking about?
Pea shooting.
Whatever it is, this is a must-win against the Cowboys.
It's really, the Cowboys are really good. So it's like, and they're coming into our building, though, and to your point and to Kyle's point, like, those banners, like, there's some sort of thing where, like, if they're in our building at 4:30 on CB, like, are we really going to lose to the Cowboys? I don't know the last time that the Patriots were underdogs against the Cowboys, especially at home.
Well, this is a different Patriots team, too, right? I mean,
different era.
Yeah, you know, and so
Obviously, young quarterback, top 5 defense, though. At some point, you're going to have to turn it on if you want to make it into a crowded AFC playoff picture, and it better be week 6.
And I don't see them getting into it because it is a crowded AFC picture. I mean, you talk about Mac Jones, he's still learning how to play the position.
But he's not making mistakes.
He's not, but he's not winning games either. And
He won last week. He took them on his back.
He did. That was a game that they should have never been in that situation, though.
You want them to...
They should have.
Why did they draft the first round pick in this guy if they're like, well, we're not built for this? We're not. No. Like, we got to go here. I think Kay's right. Like, you don't go 2-4. Not in that AFC. I think it's time to take the blinders off. I get it. You get your feet wet and a little bit of this, but like Mac Jones, first round pick, we have to go. We got to win some games.
Let's get this thing going, Patriots. This will be a great game. There's a lot of great games. Shriggs, you were looking at the slate ahead of the week. What do we got? I mean, Packers-Bears, hello.
Packers-Bears, we've got a Ravens-Chargers game I can't wait for. Yeah, and then...
Browns-Cardinals is
Browns-Cardinals. Monday night. Buffalo, Tennessee.
Talk about it.
All right, Derrick Henry, let's see, man.
Love it. At GMFB, of course, breaking down what's going on tomorrow in Philadelphia between the defending champion Buccaneers and the Eagles. That's your TNF matchup. But let's welcome in Ian Rappaport now to get the latest ahead of Thursday Night Football tomorrow. What is the deal with Tom Brady's thumb? I hear a lot of finger and thumb talk at the quarterback position, but I hear he's wearing a glove. I heard we will or will not see 2 tight ends on the field, Gronk and Goddard. What's going on?
We'll start with Tom Brady. Obviously, anytime you have an injury to a throwing hand of a quarterback, especially a pretty good quarterback like Tom Brady, it is an issue. And Brady admitted that yesterday, basically saying, yeah, if it was my left hand, if it was something like that, I probably wouldn't be focusing on it, but it is my throwing hand. So, yes, it could be an issue. It is a thumb. We saw him icing it. You actually saw it right there on the sidelines a couple days ago. Brady said that he believes the pain associated with this is going to probably be gone in a day or two. Not a serious injury at all. So not nothing, but not serious. Has been limited participation the last couple days. Should be good to go on Thursday. Remains to be seen about Rob Gronkowski, though. Remember, he had several fractured ribs and also a tiny puncture in his lung. He's missed the last 2 games. They were holding out some hope they would be able to practice before Thursday night's game. He has not practiced yet. Bruce Arians said it would be close. As of right now, just based on the practice participation, doesn't look great, but we will see if Gronk is able to get out there and practice today. Meanwhile, Dallas Goedert, the tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles, their opponent, also does not seem like he is going to play on Thursday night. Tested positive for COVID-19. He popped up on the COVID list yesterday. He would need 2 negative tests 24 hours apart to play. That would mean he would need a negative test today and then one tomorrow, and also have no symptoms. Seems pretty far-fetched. I would say unlikely, possible, but pretty unlikely they have Dallas Goedert on Thursday.
Big bummer for Jalen Hurts. I've seen him show up. I've seen him not show up. So I'm excited to see what they can do. As we all know, there are plays to be made against that Tampa secondary in Week 6, which kicks off tomorrow night on NFL Network. Thanks so much, Ian. Tom Brady playing at the top of his game at 44. And he's been doing it for a long time. Kyle, you got some perspective on this?
I really do. It's a beef segment next. Calling out to our viewers born in 1977. Can you do 15 push-ups? If you can.